Why do I run two separate eBay shops instead of putting everything into one? Hello and welcome to my channel where we are trying to earn some money on eBay. If you're new here, I'm Polish Pete and I'm eBay reseller based in UK. I buy cheap ladies clothing in bulk and I sell them individually on eBay for profit. I do that part-time as I'm also a 24/7 unpaid carer for an elderly person, which takes basically bulk of my time. Today I would like to answer the question, why do I run two separate eBay shops instead of putting all my items into one single shop? But before we start, if you are interested in reselling on eBay, please consider subscribing to the channel. Also, if you will find this video interesting, don't forget to click that like button anytime during watching this video. It will be greatly appreciated. So guys, why am I running two shops? And in fact, I'm preparing myself to run a third one. First of all, guys, there is no one simple and short answer to this question. Second, my reasons behind it may be absolutely wrong, right? I'm far from saying that what I do is the best way of doing things and it's better to run two shops instead of one. I'm only saying this is what I do in my circumstances, and for you there may be basically no sense to do it at all. So I'm going to give you my reasons behind it, and I'm gonna tell you a few words about them, but these are not in any particular order, those reasons. I don't know which one was most important or less important. I think they all kind of make a combination of factors that have pushed me to run two separate shops. So reason number one, financial reason. In my opinion, when you take into consideration the subscription fees and insertion fees, and it's cheaper to run two shops, even paying two subscription fees, than to pay that extra insertion fee for every item over your free listing allocation, or to pay subscription for that anchor shop, the biggest one, which is very, very, very high. There is a massive gap between middle shop and the big shop, and you really need a lot of items to justify that big shop subscription. In fact, it is cheaper actually to run 5 middle tier shops than it is to pay for that massive shop subscription, which means that you at least need like 7,000 items in your shop to justify that anchor shop subscription. On the other hand, it is cheaper actually to pay insertion fees on your middle shop than to run a small shop, a second small shop. But that is why I'm trying to push myself to that middle shop so I can run two middle shops actually. It's now not the case, it's a bit problematic at the moment, but this is what I'm trying to do, because running that small shop as a second shop is not the best idea. Number two, it's what I sell. I sell cheap ladies clothing, common items. eBay is flooded with them and market is really, really, really saturated. So sell-through ratio is low. It means that I have items in my shop that are there for years. If I had to pay insertion fee on them every month, that would accumulate into quite a lot of money. So let's say 3 years times 6 pence a month, that would give me more than £2. And in the situation where I earn £5 profit per item, that's half of my profit gone basically. Yeah. So at the moment I have like 100 items that are there for 2 years or more, and it quickly adds up. If I would have to pay £2 in insertion fees for every single item out of those 100 items, that's a lot of money. If you can sell your items faster, or you can earn more per item, then by all means it may be sensible to pay that extra insertion fees, and treat it as a cost of selling. If I knew that all my items will sell in 6 months time, maybe I wouldn't go for two separate shops. I would go for one big massive shop. For example, I have 500 items in my shop already at the moment that are there for at least 6 months. Yeah. So, paying extra fees for them, not necessarily good idea, at least in my opinion. But the financial reasons are maybe not the most important reasons for me. Number 3, guys, because I buy in bulk, I get a lot of items that are, let's say, problematic. Yeah, straight away I can tell that they will take a lot of time to sell, or I will have to sell them super cheap to get them gone, or combinations of those both factors. I will have to sell them super cheap, and still it will take me 2 years to sell it. I guess I could just bin them and never list them, but I already have them. I already paid for them. So why not to list them and try to get my money back? Sometimes those unbranded items, those defected items, or any other way unattractive items, they can sell quite quick, and I can get my money back super quick and turn them into something better, into some better items. And in most cases, I still make profit on those items. So I still think it is viable to list them, and it's viable to try to sell them and get money back and some profit on top. However, all those problematic items can and sometimes do turn into stale listings, and they start to drag my shop down. They start to work like an anchor, preventing my better items from selling, because eBay limits the traffic because my shop is not converting good enough. And because of that, I came to conclusion that if I will move all those less attractive items to the separate shop, my main shop will perform better, or at least should perform better. So I will have one good shop that makes me money and one garbage shop. So until that garbage shop makes enough money to cover the cost of running it, I should be better off, at least in theory. And I think that may be the main reason for me to get those two separate shops. Number 4, niching down. Guys, I will put some links to my older videos down in the description box, so if you want to kind of understand it a bit better, I suggest you to watch those videos as well as this one. I strongly believe that niching down will always have a positive impact on your sales. Every single week, guys, and I mean every single week, guys, I have repeated customers buying my stuff. You really want to create a situation where your shop is the first shop to go to when your customer is looking for a certain thing. And you can only do it by niching down, because if you have everything and anything, you won't have kind of enough items of one kind for your customer to treat you as a first shop to go to. So if they have bought from you before and they have wide selection of items to choose from, and you provide good service, they will come back. if somebody needs new workwear trousers and they bought workwear trousers from you before, and they were satisfied, they were happy, you had a good price, you had a good selection, you have dispatched your items super quickly, they will come back to you. They will come back to you. Yeah. And you don't have to, or I don't have to compete for that customer in my search results. That lady comes back straight to me. Yeah. I don't have to be first in the search results on a second or a second in the search results. I don't have to be in the search results at all to get that sale. Yeah. Number 5, again, niching down. When your shop clearly sells one particular type of items instead of anything and everything, there is a higher chance that your customer will start to follow you. And believe me, you can milk your followers over and over and over again. Again, link in the description box. Number 6, how algorithm works. Yeah. Now, I've made at least few videos about it, guys. So again, check links down below. I believe that as soon as you sell something, algorithm starts to look for something similar on your account and start to push that item to the next customer. Let me explain that quickly. If you want wider explanation, deeper explanation, go check links below. Yeah. So we've got a lady who is looking for a denim skirt with some embroidered flowers on it. Algorithm serves her 500 results and she chooses your listing and she buys the skirt from you. Now there is another lady looking again for the denim skirt with embroidered flowers. Algorithm knows that it just served 500 listings, 500 different results to one lady, to the first lady, and she has chosen your listing. So if the second lady is looking for something similar or the same item, algorithm straight away goes to your shop and checks if you have more of those denim skirts with embroidered flowers. If that was multi-item listing, you've got more of them, boom, it serves that to this second lady straight away. If that was a single listing, it checks if you have similar listings on your account, and if you have, boom, it serves them to that second lady. And you can only do that if you have similar items on your account, which means you can only do that if you niche down, because you can't have plenty of everything. Yeah, because your account would have to be like 100,000 items or more. I hope I've explained that clearly. Number 7, if you have a problematic listing or many problematic listings and you eliminate them, you move them to your second shop, suddenly your shop starts to convert better because you've got more attractive items, because you just got rid of those not attractive items. Yeah. And if your shop starts to convert better, you start to sell more, and eBay starts to send you more traffic and better traffic because you are a good account. You are converting that traffic, you make them money. Yeah. Because you've got what algorithm looks for, you've got what people look for. Algorithms start to think this shop is good because it converts better than other shops. So that algorithm comes to conclusion that there is no point to waste traffic on other shops. It's better to send the traffic to your shop. And suddenly you start to convert even better. You start to sell even more. You start to get even more traffic because algorithm starts to send it even more, and you sell even more. And it's like a big round velocity wheel that starts to spin and spin and spin and spin. And now you've got the shop that is not only first shop to go to for your customers, but see, it's also a first shop to go to for the algorithm. Yeah. And number 8, guys, if you have one massive shop and you do something bad and you cook up this shop and algorithm stops to send you traffic, you're screwed, because algorithm doesn't send you traffic and your sales just go down like a lead balloon. Yeah. If you have 2 shops, 3 shops, 4 shops, 5 shops, 10 shops, when one of them goes down, the other one or the other ones still work like nothing has happened, because they are not interconnected between each other. Yeah. If you screw in one shop, say you've got plenty of defects for some reason, whatever reason, you've got plenty of defects in one shop goes to below standard, rest of shops are still above standard. Yeah. Or they are still top sellers. So that's the last reason why I split my eBay into 2 shops, for this kind of quote-unquote security reasons. And that's about it, guys. These are the 8 reasons why I run 2 eBay shops. I would rather have one good, big, nicely performing shop than, 2 of them, but you always get those bad items. Yeah. And if you can push those bad items to the second shop, you still have that one good, nicely performing shop, maybe not the biggest one, but still good shop. And you've got that second shop that is kind of mediocre, and you've got all your bad items there. And until it covers the running cost, it's okay. It can run like as a back burner. Yeah. And that's I think are the reasons why I run those 2 separate shops. Is it a good way? I don't know. Yeah, at least in my circumstances, I think it's good. And believe me, before I screwed myself with all those small items that I have bought some time ago, like 2 years ago or something, I had 2 separate shops, and one was full with large items, size 16 and above, and the other one had everything else. And that one kind of plus size shop, it was converting like bloody crazy. It was selling and selling and selling and selling. I couldn't keep up with adding new items to it. But at the moment, it's not that great, it's not that good, but hopefully I'm gonna go back to this situation next year. Yeah, I have to work with what I've got. Okay, guys, that's it for today. I hope you found this video interesting. If you have, please don't forget to click that like button. And if you wish to support the channel further and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. I will be very happy seeing new subscribers. Thank you for watching, and thank you very much for the privilege of being listened to. Take care of yourself. I'll see you next time. God bless you all, and bye bye.